Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to HemingwayLand.com, your source for quality, affordable land in the states of New Mexico and Hawaii. This is our weekly preview of all the properties going live on the website for tomorrow, Friday, December 11th, 2020, our very last Friday of property debuts for the calendar year 2020. That's right, guys. You heard correctly. We will be off next week, off the week after. We will not be back debuting new properties until January 8th. Taking a little vacation, and of course by vacation I mean that I will only be working 14 hours a day in the business instead of 20. Whatever the case, we'll be taking it easy the next few weeks, preparing a bunch of properties for January. For the record, guys, we got 12 new properties going live today, which puts us at an even 400 property debuts for this year. We did it. We managed to hit our goal of the 400, the arbitrary numerical goal we set about 3 weeks ago when I realized we were in striking distance of that. It could have been about 405, 406, 407, something like that. But you would be shocked how many deeds go missing in the mail when you set arbitrary numerical goals for yourself. It's really something. Missing in the mail and just random nonsense. Don't get me started, people. Don't get me started. Whatever the case, listing 400 new properties this year, and by the time the new year rolls around, we will have sold over 400 properties this year. So as always, do want to thank all our buyers. Very grateful for all you guys who've been buying land from us this past year and since the business started, and subscribing to the channel and showing up every week to see what we've got in store for you. Greatly appreciated. And particularly this week to all of our new buyers who bought land from us in these past 7 days. Guys, how about that segue? The list includes Mariah, William, and Gary, all of whom bought land from us in Taos County. Robin and returning customer Joanne, who bought some land from us in Cibola County. Samantha, who bought some land from us in Sandoval County. And Nicole, who put down the deposit on one of our non-Wally Estates properties in Hawaii. So thank you to everybody. Greatly appreciated. With all that said, 12 new properties. Let's get to it. Going live this week in Torren County, we have TRNM-5375, a 1-acre property located in Sunset Acres for $6,500. And in case you're saying, hey, Hemingway, you've sold 1-acre lots in Torren County before for way less than $6,500. What's going on here, bro? Here's the deal, people. This one, power plus underground utilities, easy access to the I-40. It sits within the I-40 corridor here, just north of the 40 in Moriarty, just right outside of Edgewood and about 25 minutes outside of Albuquerque, blah, blah, blah. All that said, this property has a very nice feature that I was unaware of until we purchased it, which is it sits in the Sunset Acres subdivision, roughly this area that you see right here, a region which has its own water lines and, shockingly, people, its own water company, the Sunset Acres Water Company, which comes out and hooks up a water meter on your property for free if you are anywhere in the vicinity of a water line. And oh, guess what, people? This property is. So this 1-acre lot is located here along Capitan Street. Capitan. It's got underground utilities, it's got power to the lot line, and it's got a fire hydrant out here. So FYI, you will be able to get water hooked up out there. You won't have to go digging into the earth to try and find water with a well, so on and so forth. So you will save a good deal of money right there. The $6,500 price is, I believe, not only justified, but it's actually a really good price for property in that subdivision. The county assessor has land out there priced a scooch higher. I'm not going to say like a lot higher, but their land out there is priced around $7,000 per the assessor. Anyway, so blah, blah, blah. Anyway, guys, as you can see, really good road access. There's the underground utilities, the aforementioned fire hydrants, so on and so forth, and a nice flat buildable piece of land out here in a bucolic residential community just north of the 40 in Moriarty. Easy access to groceries and supplies, so on and so forth. I will let you explore this one on your own time because we got 11 more properties to get to, people. Also going live this week in Cibola County. Down here, second row, CBNM-5913, our very first property in the High Country Ranch subdivision. 11 plus acres, priced at $22,000. As you guys can see, pre-staked, partially fenced lot. Power at the lot line. We did, however, bury the headline on this one as well, which is that there are no covenants and no restrictions out here. You're going to be able to do whatever your heart desires on the land. This is one without, it's as we say, no regs, no rules, no HOAs, no dues out here. So this property, guys, is located, let me pull back a little bit. It's located just outside Fence Lake. Fence Lake over here to its west, just north of Tocado, the bustling suburb of Tocado. And roughly about an hour, southwest of Grants out here is this 11 plus acre property in the High Country Ranch subdivision. The map doesn't show us all that much, so how about I go to the photo gallery? As noted, guys, no regs, no rules, no HOAs, no dues. Power at the lot line here along Pinion Road. Additionally, you've got stakes out there for all of the properties within the subdivision, so it's going to be very easy to identify your property boundaries. These things pronounce themselves right out of the ground. They just say, as opposed to being overgrown is my point. As opposed to, hey, we have to send out an expedition party to try and find a property boundary marker. Nay, these things are very easy to locate. Point being, your property is marked, so you're not going to have to pay for a survey for somebody to tell you what your property boundaries are. Additionally, your neighbor to the west has put up a fence. Very helpful. You'll see it here in the gallery somewhere. So, yeah. Additionally, of course, you're going to be able to hunt on this property. Property is very close to Cibola National Forest, so you're going to have the usual critters roaming around out there, elk, mule deer, wild turkey, so on and so forth. But a really beautiful, picturesque property in a nice rural setting, particularly if you're looking for a place to set up a hunting cabin, something like that. But additionally, a place where you are going to be able to do, camp for indiscriminate periods of time, set up an RV, so on and so forth. Tiny home, shipping container homes, nothing is out of the question out here, etc. So I encourage you guys to review that one on your own time. As always, guys, we got the drone video. It'll be up down here at the bottom of the page. Next property going live this week, guys, is in McKinley County. It has been some time. It has been a hot minute, people, since we have had new land in McKinley County this week. However, MKM-2856, located in the Boxes Ranch subdivision. We have been here before. We have sold land here before. The last one we had went pretty quickly. This one, of course, sits right on the outskirts of the Cibola National Forest. 7+ acres, almost 8, for $19,000. This one also has beautiful mesa views. Power close by, not at the lot line, but very close by. It's like right across the street. This property, hang on a second. If you go to map view right here, you will see that, yes, it sits on the outskirts of the Cibola National Forest. Another excellent property for hunters out there, a good potential hunting ground region. This one has covenants and restrictions, nothing too onerous. They're all pretty light. There is no HOA out there. And honestly, I doubt anyone's enforcing any of these things, but they do exist, and you can learn more about them on the listing page. This property, by the way, guys, if we right-click and wiggle the mouse around, you will see has kind of a nice hillside slope to it here. So you can build down closer to the road over here, or you can build up further on the property, get some nice views, some of those nice aforementioned mesa views. Look at that, guys. Check it out. Additionally, photos down here in the photo gallery that you can explore on your own time. One quick thing to mention, guys, is there is a bit of an arroyo on this property of some note. You will want to check that out and analyze that. We go into great detail on that in the video. You can see a little bit of it here in the pictures, a little bit. Maybe you have your own built-in moat here. I don't know. You might have to get the Army Corps of Engineers out there to help you get some kind of little bridge to go from point A to point B, get a car over it. But really beautiful property with that one exception. Anyway, guys, I will let you explore that on your own time. Going live this week also, guys, in Taos County. We got a bunch of listings in Taos County. We'll start off with the new Trace Piedras properties because there's only 2. So we're rapidly running out of Trace Piedras properties. This is what we got. We got 6, and now these 2 new ones. A half-acre over here, and check this out, guys. A new 1-acre property, 2 adjacent half-acre lots, totaling 1 acre for $3,000. Both of these, of course, can be found on the spreadsheet. Unit 2 and Unit 3, respectively. The half-acre in Unit 3, of course, down a little bit closer to the highway, and Unit 2, if we click on the GPS coordinates here, you can see this one is in this region. Wow, look at that. Roughly, if we right-click and measure distance, about 2.7 miles north of Highway 64. So obviously, it should go without saying, there are no power lines out here. This is a truly off-grid property where you're going to have to be prepared to bring your own solar panels, that kind of thing. But as always with these lots out here in Trace Piedras, RV friendly, earthship friendly, tiny home friendly, so on and so forth. And because you're going to have that whole 1 acre of land, you are not going to have to jump through all of the assorted zoning hurdles that it would take to build out here, particularly with a conventional well or conventional septic, so on and so forth. So those will be live on the website tomorrow, as well as, new lots in Carson Estates, guys. Click here to go to the spreadsheet, and you can see all of them, or you can scroll down to the bottom of our list of many Carson Estates properties that we have, and you will see a whole bunch of new single lot quarter-acre properties, as well as a new 1 acre property, 4 adjacent quarter-acre lots also going live. Let's bring up the spreadsheet, guys. All the new what are they? All the new quarter-acre lots are in Units 1 and Unit 5, and then the new 1-acre lot is down here, this one in Unit 5. I should have you guys know, this is one when we were buying it, I actually thought these 4 lots were separate. I thought it was 2 adjacent half-acre lots. And then my assistant pulled up the plat map once we actually had plat maps and said Block 122 and Block 131 just happen to be right next to each other. And then it made sense to me why the person we were buying from had these 4 lots the way that they did. I would bring up the plat map, but you really can't read the thing. Point being, it just happens to be one of those plat anomalies where 122 is next to 131. Additionally, there are no legal easements between between Block 122 and Block 131. So A, J, and E and F are actually adjacent. If I've lost any of you, the bottom line is it totals 1 acre. It's priced at $4,500. These, of course, are incredibly hard to come by, and we've got another one that will be live on the website tomorrow, in addition to all the little properties that we're also going to have out there in the subdivision for those of you just looking for a smaller piece of land. Finally, guys, property number 400 going live today. Cibola County, we've got another 1-acre lot out here. It's the bottom one down here, SCNM 014, 1 acre for $1,500. You guys know the deal. Up on the spreadsheet, it's going to be in Unit 7 down here, 7, 3, 12, 15, roughly about 2 miles from power. So this is another solar-friendly property, we'll say. If we click on the GPS coordinates and bring this one up on the map, you will see precisely where this one is. Like many of them out there, it's, not a lot going on around this property, but good roads, easy access out to the land, etc., and, of course, free of planning and zoning restrictions. So you will be able to do, again, whatever your little heart desires. With all that said, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in all year long. We appreciate it. Again, new properties will begin debuting on the website next year, 2021, on January 8th. So between now and then, guys, stay safe. Have a happy holiday. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the new year. Much appreciated, guys.